Have you ever heard about Suguru's unique ability to absorb knowledge, even in his sleep? It's not your typical midnight cramming session. In fact, after a brutal encounter with Toji, where Toji humorously referred to himself as a monkey,
親に恵まれたな。その恵まれたお前らが呪術も使えねえ俺みたいな猿に負けたってこと。
Suguru somehow absorbed this term during his unconscious state. Yes, it's a thing. The author describes it as sleep learning. Imagine getting life lessons while catching some Z's. Now, isn't that a fascinating twist? But wait, there's more to Suguru's mystique. Did you catch the jaw-dropping moment when, even in death, he is not ready to call it quits? In chapter 91,
Suguru.
Suguru's lifeless body goes all ninja on Kenjaku's neck after a call from Gojo. Suguru Geto is the sorcerer who keeps defining conventional boundaries. And let's rewind a bit to Volume 0, where Yuta, in a fit of strength, unleashes an attack against Suguru. But here's the kicker. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill punch. Yuta, in a bold move, taps into a binding bow, pushing the limits of his cursed energy output. It's like Suguru faced a turbocharged onslaught. Now, that's a power move. See, Suguru Geto isn't just a sorcerer. He's a character wrapped in layers of intrigue and unconventional abilities.
ある意義もね。大義ならできるだろう、サトル。私が君になれるのなら、この馬鹿げた決めた。あとは自分にできることを精一杯。
Whether he's absorbing knowledge in his sleep, or haunting the afterlife with his dragonfly, or enduring a supercharged assault, Suguru keeps us on the edge of our seats, questioning the very fabric of Jujutsu sorcery. Isn't it fascinating how each fact unveils a different facet of his enigmatic existence? Hold on to your seats, because the plot thickens with Suguru Geto's name unraveling its own secret. In the epic clash between Yuki and Kenjaku, in chapter 205, the author drops a subtle bombshell. Suguru's last name, Geto, translates to summer oil. Now, that's where it gets mind-bending. Yuki's technique? It's the Star Raid. Put them together, and what do you get? Star and Oil is the exact title of the chapter. It's like the author is leaving breadcrumbs for us, creating this intricate tapestry of meanings that we might just overlook. Now, let's rewind to chapter 73, where Suguru spills the beans about heavenly restrictions.
陸眼の視界に入るのはリスクが。
もういい。天与呪縛だろう。術師と同様に、情報の開示が能力の底上げになることは知っている。
He mentions that these restrictions can actually be an advantage. How? Well, it's a brilliant move called revealing one's hand, as our buddy Nanami puts it. It's a game changer, making a curse technique more potent even with its limitations. And speaking of curse techniques, did you know that Suguru Geto's bag of tricks is the envy of many sorcerers? His curse technique isn't your run-of-the-mill hocus-pocus. It's a powerhouse move. Suguru can absorb a cursed spirit and bend it to his will. That's right. He turns malevolence into his own personal ally. But wait, there's more. Enter the maximum Uzumaki, a technique that sounds straight out of a ninja playbook. Suguru can gather all his cursed energy and unleash it in one colossal attack. No wonder he sends shivers down the spines of so many.
名前もそうだ。園田さん、よろしければ壇上へ。そう。私に従え。
Moving to number 8, everyone in Jujutsu Kaisen except for Mechamaru has a natural output limit, including Yuta. After taking off his limits with a binding bow, Yuta outdid Suguru's Uzumaki. Did you know that Suguru Geto hates ordinary humans who can't use magic?
モデル系。
が術師になれば呪いはい
や。
にするのかは君がこれ。
違います。一旦外に出ましょうか。
He usually addresses ordinary humans as monkeys. He has the ideology that magicians are superior to humans and are part of the next stage of evolution. Even though he doesn't like humans, Geto has always been more considerate of curse users. He considers them his family and loves them. He calls his curse Team Family. During his time at Jujutsu High School, he was respected by many for his hard work to push his fellow curse users to greater heights. Geto was considered one of the strongest magicians in the school, apart from Gojo Satoru. Geto's strength was so high that he could easily defeat any opponent without having to struggle. His power capacity was so strong that Geto was able to withstand 2,000 cursed spirits within him. One of the other reasons he was considered the strongest was because he was able to defeat an entire village in one night alone. Although there were many factors that could change Geto's mind about the method he took, which led him to develop a strong hatred for ordinary humans, this dislike slowly turned to hatred as Suguru proceeds to question the Jujutsu Corps' way of casting out curses just to save humanity. In fact, he has the main goal of exterminating all ordinary humans and leaving only the cursed users.
術式対象の自動選択か。
すぐれ、ちょっと痩せた。
術師としての責任を果たせ。猿め。
We all know that Kenjaku and Suguru both waged war on the entire world, but people forget the difference between what they wanted to do. Suguru's aim when talking to Yuki was to wipe out all non-sorcerers to stop curses from ever being born. Kenjaku was different in that he wants to merge all humans with Tenjin to see what kind of curse can be made. So Suguru wants no curses and only sorcerers, while Kenjaku wants to make a curse from the energy of human beings. Suguru may have one of the best memories in the whole series, because the things he remembers are unheard of. Suguru ingested thousands of cursed spirits to get ready to attack Japan. Even with his thousands of curses, Suguru was said to keep track of each and every one that he ever ingested. Keeping track of thousands of curses and abilities to use at a moment's notice is not a simple thing to do. Did you know what Gojo said to Geto at the end of Volume 0? The author himself points out that what Gojo said is directly shown in the volume itself.
すぐる。
After Suguru dies, Gojo tells Yuta that Suguru was his best friend, and only this makes the last words between Gojo and Suguru much less of a mystery to figure out. But what's really surprising is our next fact. You may not believe it, but there are some cursed spirits that Suguru can absorb right away, while others need more effort. If Suguru is 2 grades higher than a cursed spirit, he can absorb it on the spot. But with stronger curses like Rika, who has an owner, he'd need to kill the owner to absorb Rika with no extra conditions. Suguru's curse technique is really good for getting strong over time, but it does come with its own rules. So these were some of the facts about Suguru Geto that most of you didn't know. If you like this video, don't forget to share it with your anime friends and subscribe for more. またね!